Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another episode, fall 2024. I think this is episode 6 now. It's I'm getting a lot in here, so I keep forgetting like what number I'm on. But yeah, I think this is episode 6. So it's Sunday, October 13th, about 10:45 in the morning. And today is super overcast. Lots of clouds in the sky. A little bit windy as well, but actually not a terrible day to do some photos. We haven't had like an overcast day in a while, and the sun has been peeking out a little bit, so it might actually turn out to be some pretty good like lighting for photos around here with the fall colors. So I am in town actually at a spot that we've been to before. I believe like last winter. I was in this area. It's just kind of a nice neighborhood area to walk around in. The houses are all like super bunched together. Everything's kind of tight down here, but there's some nice trees around. Definitely seeing some fall colors pretty much everywhere. So yeah, we'll just walk around here for a bit throughout this neighborhood. Probably going to be out here for a decent amount of time. And then, yeah, we might check out some other spots, some other locations as well, just in town. I'm going to be doing more in-town stuff as all the leaves are peaking pretty much this week and next week. So but yeah, that's pretty much it. It's kind of chilly, so got the jacket on. But yeah, let's just go walk around and we'll see if we can get some pretty good photos. All right, here's the truck, guys. And already got a nice some nice red colors right here. Yeah, it's super overcast today. You guys might recognize this spot. I think right away I can probably work with this tree here, this red tree. I've been trying to get more red colors, so see if I can't see anything with this guy. All right, guys, so real quick, I just got in there kind of closer into there and just went vertical. So kind of right in there. Not the greatest lighting, to be honest. I'm gonna have to mess with my exposure settings and try and set it up right so it's not too dark and not too bright. Gets a little difficult when it's kind of overcast like this. Yeah, plan is we're just gonna kind of walk up here, take a left, might stop at Quick Trip, go to the bathroom, and then yeah, I'll just probably just go as long as I can. A little bit nippy. So real quick, guys, just a quick explanation why I'm in this location. So I actually come down in this area quite a bit. This is kind of central, middle of town, but it's a really cool area. You got like a bunch of kind of industrial stuff. You got railroad tracks running through this area, kind of making for some interesting street angles. It's pretty densely populated, so there's a bunch of kind of small single-family homes all over the place, and then it's kind of by like a main road as well. So there's a lot going on down here in terms of like stuff to shoot. So I find myself coming back to this general area a lot. But yeah, kind of in the center of town. We did a photo shoot across the road there a couple like a month ago or something. But yeah, I'm hoping to see some good fall colors down here. So let's see what pops up. This is kind of nice. Got a whole road closed here. Let's walk down right. Just walk right down the middle. There is a bunch of alleys all over the place too. I have to go check that out on the other side, maybe. See what's up over there. All right, so a couple shots here, looking down the alley. Got one right here. Wanted to bring in kind of the colors of these trees here, focusing on this house, kind of the alley there. And then also got one more up close. Kind of right in here. Right about in here. Just trying to work with those trees. Trying to make a good frame out of it. Not really seeing anything too crazy yet. But I'm gonna try and find some red leaves. Super windy. Not a crazy shot here, guys, but it's something. So I went vertical. Over here and here. Just trying to get that house in there, kind of in the middle. Wish we had some sun hitting this tree to make it brighten up, but it's something. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, I was really hoping that there'd be a little bit of sun popping, but I'm not giving up hope yet. Could still happen. It was popping a little bit this morning. Alright guys, so I just worked pretty much all angles of these yellow maples in here. Sorry if it's kind of tilted, but kind of got vertical in here. And there's a pumpkin in the window that I was trying to capture. I don't know if it's going to show up though. And then also got vertical kind of in here, focusing on that other house. And then yeah, you guys can see the pumpkin kind of hanging out there in the window. So tried to capture that. We'll see if it turned out. I don't know if it did. It's hanging out there a little bit long, so don't want to spend too much time videoing. Yeah, even though it's like super cloudy, if you get the exposure right on the camera, the fall leaves, they're still pretty bright. Like you can, even without the sunlight, direct sunlight, they still pop off in the photos pretty good, even with the super overcast day. So just gotta kind of lock in that exposure. This might be another shot. It's so damn windy right now. No, it's nothing. So I'm about to cross this kind of main road here, go into a different neighborhood. See if we can't see some other stuff. Nice vertical shot here, guys. Kind of right in here, cutting off the sign. Right about in there. You can see we got some nice yellow leaves from the, I believe this is a god dang it, a locust. Super cool though. Got the laundromat wash and dry here. Focusing on that. Just one vertical. Looks pretty nice. Still wish we could get some sunlight in here, but you can actually see the clouds might be breaking up a little bit. So that's good. Nice little alley scene here, guys. The sun was just popping through here, making it pretty lit up, which was nice. You can also see these little pumpkins in here. So I got in there a bit more kind of close up and went vertical, kind of in there, trying to focus on those pumpkins. But yeah, it turned out pretty good. Try and keep the video quick again. I was there for a bit of time. But yeah, hopefully you guys get the idea. So I was just kind of in there a bit, shooting at the pumpkins. So just gonna keep going. Alright, I gotta show you guys this. These people went balls to the wall with their skeletons. Look at all this stuff. And they got skeletons hanging on up there. That's pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty cool. Sweet. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. Okay, so real quick update. It's like noon, I believe, right now. So, it's been like an hour-ish. But I've walked pretty far. I just wanted to say that last shot that you guys saw with that red and orange maple with the pumpkins on like the stoop. So that was perfect. I didn't get the video out in time and it was super quick, but the sun actually came out and you guys will see it in the photos. But the sun came out for like a minute, 2 minutes while I was shooting and just lit up that tree. So that shot turned out really, really good. So super stoked with that one. Looking for big red. Big red. Looking for it. Anything here? Yeah. Yeah, I've gotten lots of yellows so far for the season, but it's always a bit trickier finding big red. There's some nice red over there. always a bit trickier. Beautiful fall day though. Beautiful fall day. Yeah, that's nice in there, dude. Even that right there. That's pretty nice. Gonna work with that a little bit. We'll see what happens. Got some nice big red in here. This maple here. Looks really cool on the camera. The exposure set right. But I like this blue house too, kind of in the middle of the frame. Adds a little bit of contrast to the yellows and reds. Nice framing here though. I kind of like how this tree kind of forms a whole frame around the scene here. And I was just, so the clip you guys just saw previously, I was right there looking this way. But I think I'm gonna go over there on the other side, see if I can't get something through the red. So we'll see. Alright guys, so we got some big red over here for sure. Looks good over here. So you guys can see, kind of got some red over there, red over there. Oops. And the sky is actually definitely breaking up a bit. So that's nice. Sun is starting to pop a little bit more. Check it out. We are actually getting some sun, guys. Beautiful shot here. Went vertical. Kind of cut off this semi truck right in there. Yeah, it's turning into a beautiful day. So we got some nice trees in here to work with. See if I can't pick out any other angles. Kind of fumbling around a lot here. We just had a bit of sun peek through, and I was about to whip out the video for you guys, but had the pictures always come first. But if you can imagine, a little bit of sun peeked through here, kind of lit up the trees a bit again, made this scene look even better. We got some nice framing with all the fall colors here. Kind of looking at this house. Really pretty. But yeah, I'm fumbling around a lot because whenever the sun peeks out, it's like I want to get it on video, but I also need to take pictures, so it's kind of trying to do both. I'm gonna work this tree here, see if I can't get anything with that red. And yeah, we're heating up. We're getting some good shots. Good stuff right now. So I'm liking it. But we'll see if there's anything with this. This red, this tree isn't too red. Maybe there's something, no. This trailer is gonna block everything. Yeah. So we'll just keep rolling. Definitely heating up. Definitely heating up. on a roll here. Might check out these alleys as well. All right, guys. So it's like 12:45. Been out for like 2 hours, but definitely starting to get pretty hungry. So I'm pretty far out from the truck right now, I will say. I've walked quite a ways. But getting close to turning around here, closing in on 1 o'clock. Gotten some really nice shots so far. Really, really nice. The sun, when it peaks out there, just like for a couple minutes, you know, snap a few shots. Even the overcast shots, like they're turning out pretty dang good. So, but yeah, plan is I'm just gonna probably walk up this road a little bit more, do a little loop, and probably just start heading back on a different road than we came up. Maybe get some shots on the way back. So that's kind of the plan. I forgot to mention, Packers are playing right now. It's Sunday. They're playing the Cardinals in Green Bay. So go Pack, go, baby. This is pretty nuts, man. These vines in here turning all red. So just did a landscape just like this. And yeah, I usually don't get shots like this, but this is nuts. I mean, all these vines in here, and then just the contrast with the tree as well. That turned out really good, I think. Yeah, this tree is still super green, but I like that contrast with the red vines. That's pretty cool. All right, friends, a little update. So I'm turning around now. I actually made it all the way to this college area. And it's a long way actually from the truck. I can't believe I walked this far. But it's like closing in on 1 o'clock. So that's like what, 2 hours just coming out here. So just turning around now after like 2 hours. So I mean, it makes sense. I definitely covered a lot of ground, but sorry, I'm just looking for shots still. But yeah, we're just gonna head back. Gonna try and take some different roads back, and just keep getting more shots. So, but quite a ways to go to get back to the truck. So. Super windy here, guys, but I don't know if this shot will turn out at all, to be honest. I don't know if I really like it, but kind of got this bar right here in the background. Trees are looking good over here, but I don't know if I really like the framing a lot, but I figured I'd snap the shot anyways. Packers are winning right now. I looked at the score on the TV in the bar there. 17-0. Yeah, I don't know if that'll turn out, but I figured I'd snap it. I'm gonna try and maybe get a shot of that bar, maybe like closer up here. Something in here. Let me check it out. Let's see. Yeah, maybe something like that. So as you guys have been seeing, and as you see here, you can see the reason why I like this area so much, because there's just tons of pretty old trees, pretty big trees all over the place. It is an older area of town. You guys can see there. There's tons of really old trees all over the place and big. But yeah, it's kind of an older area of town, so that's why I like coming down, checking these spots out. Wind's picking up now. Wind is definitely picking up. Hope it doesn't blow all the leaves off. And of course, the sun is peeking out when I'm not shooting. Check out this tree. I think that's pretty much going to be it for me, man. Down here. Yeah, I'm just on my way back to the truck. Haven't been seeing too much. Definitely satisfied with the shots I've gotten so far. So, kind of just chilling now. Not really stressing too hard about getting a ton more shots, so. But it's been a long walk back, that's for sure. Let's see if the sun peeks out anymore. Hopefully you guys can hear me all right with the wind. But got a vertical shot here. These trees are looking gorgeous. So vertical shot, kind of just right about in here, right about in there. I tried to get most of the sidewalk in there because all the leaves there look kind of cool. Look at all these leaves. So I tried to get the sidewalk in there as much as I could. But yeah, again, just vertical, about right in here. And it's kind of cool too, the glare off the window there looks pretty nice. And we got some sun coming in kind of from over here. So, lighten it up a bit, which is nice. But I like how that turned out. Yeah, there comes the sun right there. You guys can see. All lit up, looking good. Super pretty. Yeah, we're almost back to the truck here. I'm just kind of looking for the last little bits that I can snag. This is what I'm talking about. The sun just kind of comes out in little spurts. Doesn't stick around for long. It just kind of pops out of nowhere. The truck is in sight. The truck is in sight. Truck. Beautiful fall day, even though it's overcast. Great day today. Awesome shoot. Super stoked about it. Gonna hop the tracks here. Get on with the day. There's that red maple we hit right away, right off the bat. But yeah, it's like exactly 2 p.m., so about 3 hours. Okay, friends, we made it back. Awesome shoot, dude. That was sweet. Honestly, was not expecting to get that many bangers. I mean, it's just kind of one after the other, as you guys are seeing there. So yeah, it's exactly 2 o'clock on the dot. We headed out at like 10:45, so about 3 hours or so walking around getting some shots. Awesome, dude. Yeah, so even though it's super overcast and very cloudy, you know, we had hints of sun coming through there, and I was able to mess with that exposure a bit to brighten up the shots, and they were all turning out really good, man. I was not expecting that, to be honest. Yeah, I gotta stop saying a lot. But yeah, so real quick, so the previous fall episodes you guys have been seeing, the last few here, it might actually be like all of them so far, but you guys have been seeing me like basically plan out photo shoots around like 2 or 3 shots that I'm looking for, maybe even 1. Like a lot of these fall episodes, I've been planning the shoots specifically around like just getting 1 or 2 or 3 shots that I want, right? So I've been traveling to specific locations, you know, just going to just real specific spots that I know I'm looking for a shot at, or I already know basically the shot that I'm going to get, right? So this shoot and a lot of the shoots in town you guys see me do, it's completely different, right? Completely different style of the photo shoot. I don't have a plan in mind, really. It's kind of just go, go, go. And as you guys just saw, it's pretty much just, I don't even know how to describe it. You kind of get in this flow of what you're looking for. And I was looking for mainly like red leaves. I mean, really any just bright colors that I could see. And it's pretty random. It's just like kind of just, you're just going and you're just getting shot after shot after shot. You know, obviously I was getting some good locations in there and good scenery and stuff, but it's completely different from the episodes you guys have been seeing, right? It's basically the point I'm trying to make. Shoots like this in town, a lot more sporadic. It's just kind of like go out, start walking, see what you can get, right? There's not really, I don't really have a plan in mind. I kind of just pick a neighborhood and just start walking. Like I said, the previous shoots, we've kind of been going for a couple of specific shots, like the episode you guys just saw out in like the countryside. I was mainly just trying to get like a barn shot, right, or a road shot or something with like the farm in there, or like just a barn or something very specific. In those shoots, it's very planned out. I'm thinking about the time of day a lot and that kind of thing, and those things are going through my head. But this kind of photo shoot, completely different, right? Just kind of just get out here and try and get bangers, and we came away with quite a bit today, I think. So very excited to review these. These are kind of the first, this is like the first legit kind of full-blown in-town photo shoot that I've done so far for fall, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, full-blown in town, and we hit it good. So super stoked about that. And yeah, we'll just cut right to the photo review after this. I'm not going to put in any more field footage or anything like that. This has been a pretty extensive photo shoot. But yeah, I'm going to go back. Actually, I shouldn't even say that. I might go out later this evening and get more for you guys. So that might cut in, it might not. I'll figure it out. But I'm going to go back, grab some lunch, fuel up here. We'll see what the rest of the day brings. But yeah, super happy about this shoot, man. And yeah, the sun was just playing games with me today, but I was able to actually get some sunlight into some of those shots as well. But hope you guys enjoyed tagging along, and we'll just cut to what's ever next. So we'll see you guys either back out in the field or back at the crib. All right, welcome back, everybody. Hope everyone is doing just great out there. Yeah, so it was episode 6, back in the crib now, just to do the photo review. And yeah, that was a pretty overcast day, very cloudy, and very, very windy as well. But overall, I got a ton of shots on that shoot there in town. And yeah, kind of, I was saying at the end, I think of the field footage there, that was the first kind of full blown fall episode that we've done in town. So a lot of the field footage and a lot of these episodes, I've been traveling, kind of just outside of town and going out into the countryside lately. But that was the first kind of in town photo shoot, full blown, and right in the middle of October. Second week of October there. I believe it was the 13th, October 13th. So that's Sunday, I think it was. Yep. But overall, got a lot of shots out of that shoot. And even though it was overcast, I was coming away with some really good ones, man. And I was honestly a little surprised. But yeah, messing around with the exposure out there and just working with the lighting that I did have, I was able to come away with some really good ones. And honestly, on those types of overcast days, if you're kind of in tune with your exposure settings and your camera settings and all that, you can really manipulate kind of that lighting and bring out highlights and kind of darken shadows a lot more, just kind of right away while you're taking the shot. And a lot of that, you can do in post-editing and post-production and stuff, but even on those overcast days, I feel like you can manipulate the lighting effects a lot more just while you're out there taking the shot. So was just trying to do that a bit, kind of get some lighter exposure to brighten up the leaves and stuff like that. But overall, super stoked and happy with the shots that I did come away with for that shoot. And I already have quite a handful edited so far, so I'll roll through those quick. But yeah, man, it just kind of goes to show, even if it's a crappy day out and like you're not totally feeling it, it's not like perfect conditions, it's still worth it a lot of times to just go out there and see what you can get. I've had many kind of shoots like that where, it's not perfect conditions, but I kind of just push myself to get out there and go take some photos, and a lot of times you'll still come away with some really good shots. You to kind of just get in that flow of things, right? And yeah, it turned out really good. So yeah, let's not waste any more time. We'll hop on the screen here, and I did want to show you guys real quick. So October 11th, the Friday before that Friday, I actually went out and did some photos, but I didn't record any video. It was just a really quick kind of shoot, and I wasn't totally in the mood to kind of do a full-blown episode or anything like that. So I did go out and take some photos on the north side of town. They didn't really turn out, to be quite honest. I was working with the zoom lens and all that, and just wasn't really seeing a whole lot. But I'll show you guys these just to run through them. So this is with the zoom lens. None of these really turned out. I was kind of just messing around, seeing what I could see and whatnot. This one actually turned out decently. This shot here, I switched to the 22 millimeter because I was seeing, not really getting much with the zoom. This shot actually turned out pretty nice, I think. Just a nice vertical shot of the house, and then we got a yellow tree kind of in the background there. So that one was actually kind of cool. This one wasn't too bad either. Just a nice landscape shot on the corner of an intersection here with a nice maple tree really overhanging the road, kind of focusing on those yellow leaves. And on this day, so again, I wasn't recording any video, so you guys haven't seen kind of the field footage for this. But obviously on this day, it was very sunny. We actually had really good light. It was good conditions. But for some reason, I just wasn't feeling it too much. Wasn't really in the mood, but wanted to get out there and just see what I could get. And this shot, I think I brought up in the last episode, just kind of skimmed over it a little bit. But this shot was awesome, dude. And I edited this up. So a school bus shot, always
always kind of like when kind of a city bus or a school bus rolls through a photo. I always think it brings some character to the shot, you know. And just a real quick kind of, I saw this school bus coming and just whipped out the camera and kind of got that shot there. So that was the unedited version. I believe it was this shot. Yep. So I'll show you guys that edited version. Let's just do it now. So this school bus here, that was the final version. I put just a kind of a nice white border around it. Did a little bit of cropping, up the highlights a bit, brought out the exposure where that sun was hitting the house. Actually turned out really, really good. So yeah, this was one of those shots that just really random, wasn't expecting it, and yeah, really happy with that and how it turned out. So that was pretty cool. Let's see, going down. That school bus shot, honestly, I think it was like the only one that I was really stoked with. A lot of these others, yeah, and then we're getting into the actual shoot. A lot of these others were just kind of nothing. So that was the quick kind of outing I did on Friday with no video. Not really anything there, just a couple shots that turned out decently. So we'll roll through the actual photo shoot that we just did. So starting at this red, this is an autumn blaze. I believe that tree is what it's called. I won't show you guys all the randoms. I'll just go right to the image that I selected out. So I have edited this photo. This was the image that I kind of chose out of the batch that I was shooting. Kind of got nice composition to this. And I don't know, this kind of scene just kind of caught my eye. Just an interesting building, kind of an apartment here. And this tree was just super red, so I just got that shot. I'll show you guys the edited version. So did some cropping, brought out the red quite a bit here, did some exposure work, and can I go full screen on this just to get some better quality? Yeah, so you guys can see we got decent clarity on there, some good sharpness. And yeah, this tree was just super red, so kind of brought out those reds a bit, and just an interesting photo, right? So you guys will start to see in these final edits how I kind of manipulate the lighting, even on these overcast days, right? Try and bring out those highlights and bring down the shadows and all that stuff. So you can really work with these types of photos pretty well in post-production and mess around with a lot of those effects to get what you're looking for with overcast shots, because you're not really dealing with there's no harsh light, right? There's no harsh light really in these photos. It's kind of just monotone and neutral, so it gives you a lot of it gives you a lot of flexibility to make your edits without like overexposing or underexposing certain parts of the image. So that's always kind of nice. These shots really nothing, just the start of the shoot, not just kind of getting into the flow of things. This was that alleyway that kind of looked a little bit interesting. Again, it was just trying to make a composition with the leaves and the trees, trying to make just a picture frame type of deal with these shots. Again, kind of looking at the trees and the yellowing on the trees, just looking for nice frames here. But again, you can see how overcast it is, very neutral, kind of bland lighting and color here. So this was pretty much the vibe for a lot of the shoot. So yeah, again, I mentioned in the field, there's a lot of alleyways kind of in this area of town. Everything's kind of smushed together. Houses are really close together. And you get kind of interesting angles and scenes in this area of town. This was, the first kind of big tree I found with a lot of color on it. So just trying to line stuff up there for a vertical shot. Nothing too crazy. Now these were the first kind of banger shots that I was coming away with. I saw this pumpkin in the window here of this house, and I was like, this is perfect, man. This is perfect for Halloween and that spooky season vibes. So I was just working around the house. I wanted to be respectful, of course, so I was trying to keep it quick and just looking at these other angles as well. These trees were so yellow. I mean, you guys can see. These are just peak color on these trees right here on this maple. So I'll go to the selected out photo, one of these. So yeah, this was the selected out photo. I have this photo edited, and you guys can see here. I brightened it up quite a bit. So did a whole lot of brightening with this one. And again, I was able to do that because of the kind of monotone and neutral lighting that we had. Again, you can really mess with those that exposure and not get a whole lot of blowout. So really brought the lighting up, brought that exposure up, cropped it in, and brightened up that pumpkin a bit so it was more visible in the window. Thought this one turned out really, really cool. And yeah, I like this shot a lot. Just ton of color in this, man, and just an interesting shot. You can see how much I cropped it down as well. This was the original, so super tall, super, you see a lot more of the tree, but cropped it down, kind of focusing on that pumpkin there. That's the centerpiece of that photo. I love that photo, by the way. That's probably one of my favorites from fall so far. Is that photo right there? Just a really cool photo. I love when I can kind of get some Halloween decor in fall photos. It's always fun. Get some pumpkins in there and whatnot. So moving right along here, I was doing a lot of walking in this shoot. So I was covering a lot of ground, just trying to see everything that I could. And this was, another great shot here, this laundromat wash and dry. Just kind of a random thing that popped up while I was walking along here. I was like, let me frame this up, try and get something good. I haven't selected out the perfect frame out of these, but I was obviously trying to incorporate the yellow leaves off this tree here and trying to get a good focus on the sign, this building, the actual laundromat sign and stuff. So this actually turned out pretty good. We got good exposure. I think, some of these were a little bit blurry, but for the most part, I think I got good clarity on a few of these. It's always a little bit difficult when you're working with stuff kind of right in the foreground, right in front of you, but you're trying to focus on something in kind of the background. It can always be a little bit difficult to make sure that focus is coming in correctly. So that's why that's a lot of the times why I take so many photos at a certain spot is because I'm trying to hone in on that focus, trying to get that focus kind of perfect. This photo, I love this photo with the pumpkins on the stoop here. I thought this turned out super cool, and we had so I was kind of mentioning in the field, but we had flashes of sunlight that kind of just peeked in some of these photos. It was just the sun would come out for like a minute or two and then go away. So I was fortunate enough to be in the right spot at the right time for this photo here with the pumpkins. So this is the edited version. Obviously, did some more exposure here, brightened up the highlights, added some saturation and all that. And it turned out pretty good, I think. I just love the pumpkins sitting on the stoop there. One kind of fell off, but you can see it's still got good sharpness, good clarity. Zooming in there. And this tree was just super orange and yellow and turned out really good. One of those shots that, again, like the other one with all the yellow and stuff, I just love getting kind of pumpkins in the scene and whatnot. And again, I was trying to be respectful, move around this as best I could. I was like right in front of this house. So wanted to keep it quick. I didn't get as many shots as I would have liked, or when these types of shots are happening, right in front of someone's house or something like that, I try and keep it quick, right? I don't want to be standing out there forever. So tried to look at this the best I could and frame it up the best I could, but those vertical shots were pretty sick with that light coming in there. You can see the sunlight just popping off right above the tree. So that was pretty awesome. Then you can see right away, right there, it's gone. So it lasted for like a minute or two, and then it just goes away. It was actually kind of fun, honestly. It's like you're trying to catch the sun while it lasts. This was just a nice landscape with this. Obviously, it's just focusing on this tree here. Nothing too crazy though. Going around to the other side, kind of same place. Looking at another angle. Again, I was just looking at this blue house and this red maple. Just kind of good contrast, right? Again, very overcast, but actually turned out pretty well. Put some edits on that. Could look pretty cool. And then I just did a walk by of that same tree here. So same tree, just looking at that vertical shot, right, against the house. And then I actually edited one of these shots up because I just like the little ghost in the corner here in the little pumpkin and thought that was kind of cool. So I'll go to that shot quick. And I'm going to try and keep this editing portion relatively short, or as short as I can make it. But again, so here you go. So that's the edited version. You guys can see it's totally a lot different than what the original looks like. So this was the original. So you can see just how dark that original photo looks in comparison to the edited. So this is what you can do with these types of photos, right? You can just really mess with the lighting and that exposure without corrupting the photo. So that's what we did here. Actually turned out pretty sick. Nice fall photo there. Moving right along. So many photos. Jeez. And then, so we got some light actually at this scene. This scene was awesome, dude. I was at this general location for quite a bit of time because the trees around here were just going crazy, man. And these shots turned out actually really cool. So you'll start to see the sun kind of pop in here. The clouds were breaking up at this point. So here it comes. The sun will come through in a bit. So there you go. And then boom, you can just see the difference that makes with the color and the highlights in these photos. I mean, it's just makes all the difference having that sun kind of just pop through like that. One of these I'll edit up for sure. I just really like this shot. I think that shot is sick. Car kind of in front, house in the background, overhanging the tree. Pretty awesome shot there. And then same location, just looking. So this is the same location as this car. I was just kind of on this sidewalk here. So I went over here, hopped on this sidewalk, and looked through the trees to grab this shot. And this is, again, awesome shot, I think. I edited this up, actually, so we'll just roll through the raw photos. But sun was still peeking out a little bit. You can see where it kind of peeks out a bit here. Yep, right in here. So it brightens up those leaves a little bit. And I'll go to the edited version quick. Where was it? Here we go. So that's the edited version. Pretty nice. I'll show you guys the unedited. So yeah, picked out one of these with the sun kind of just popping through a little bit. And I really like these kind of cable lines that are flowing across the photo here. Looks kind of cool. Gives it some just nice, I don't know, just interesting, I guess. But yeah, just a cool shot, nice composition with these leaves, just making a nice frame around these houses. And yeah, turned out pretty dang good. Yeah, I love this shot. To be honest, this is a sweet frame. A lot of these photos, I was really surprised at how good they were turning out. Just as I was taking them in the field, even I was like, "Wow, these are these are turning out really good." So that was the unedited. This one right here. Keep on moving. This shot was crazy, dude. These vines, oh my goodness! The fact that I found this while these vines were like hitting peak color. I mean, I don't know much about like vines and stuff like that, but I didn't even realize that, there's types of vines that change color like this. Yeah, it was crazy. It kind of blew my mind a little bit. So I took a bunch of photos at this shot at this location, trying to get a good focus here. I'll show you guys the edited version of that shot. And you can see I've been editing, been putting in a lot of edit work. So a lot of these have been edited and have hit post-production, so that's good. Putting a lot of time into it. So this was the edited version of that shot. I mean, it speaks for itself. It's just very interesting, I think. This is the original, so yeah, just crazy contrast between the harsh structure of the building getting cut off like right down the middle, and then you've got a tree on this side. So there's a lot of like contrasting elements in this photo, which I really love. The red vines on the building, and then kind of the natural stuff on the right side here. Yeah, just a lot of contrasting elements, but these vines just looked absolutely crazy with all that red on it. Yeah. And again, this was a completely overcast, kind of dark original photo. Pretty dark, right? Not a lot of light going on here. But in the edited version, I put some work into that, made it pop a little bit more. So that was awesome. Go back down. I believe we're getting to the end, I think. Yeah. All right, moving right along here. This shot, nothing too crazy. Didn't really turn out as best as I thought it would. Just kind of a lot of clutter in the top of the photo here with all these branches and whatnot. So that one wasn't too crazy. This one honestly turned out better than I thought it would. I just, I saw this frame and I was like, let me try and at least snap this. So I just like the fact that you got this kind of bar sign, this bar in the background here. There's a kind of a lot going on, but just an interesting frame, I thought. I don't know. Kind of turned out cool. I don't know. I don't really like how this is completely like this left corner-ish is just completely like filled with this dark overhanging kind of mash of branches and stuff. I don't know. But still a relatively cool shot. I just like the fact that the bar is kind of in the background here. Just thought it was kind of interesting angle. So maybe that'll hit some post-production and with some editing that could turn out decent. And then, yeah, I'm just on the walk back here, so I wasn't really looking too crazy at stuff on the walk back. It was a long shoot, so I was kind of just trucking back to the truck and trying to make my way back. So, but this ending, so this is the last shot. So this ending shot here actually turned out pretty cool. The sunlight popped out just one more time for this last shot here. And it actually turned out pretty sick, I think. So those shots with I know I'm going kind of quick, but yeah, the shots where the sun is kind of peeking out here, like these ones. I like that. And that autumn blaze, this tree here, I mean, it's just so red. And all the leaves kind of on the sidewalk and stuff. I think that's a cool image. Just really gives you fall vibes. And yeah, again, it was I was looking for a lot of kind of red in these photos. It's kind of in that mindset of, all right, let's try and get some red leaves and all that, because for the most part, I was finding in my past photo shoots in the fall. Let me explain this. Actually, at the end here, we'll just finish off these photos. So yeah, these were the photos. This was the last stop. So I think these were probably the best with that sunlight popping out. Yeah. So those were all the photos. Yep. So that's going into the other shoot. I'm just gonna make sure I showed you guys all of the edits from that. I believe so. Yeah. So those are all the edits that we kind of went through from that shoot so far. Lots of good photos, man. And I haven't gone through all of the ones that I've liked to edit so far, but I've selected out some of the best. So we've got some of the best ones edited up for you guys. And then this one here. So that was, of course, and then all the pumpkins. These pumpkins here. So that was all the photos, guys. Let's hop off the screen. I know that went a little bit long, but yeah, like I was saying, I was trying to get more shots of like red leaves. I've found in this area in the past that there's a lot of yellow, right? For I don't know. There's just a lot of the trees around here. They turn like yellow orange or yellow, and if it's more rare. I've found that the trees that turn red, they're just more rare, right? They're kind of just more scattered, more sparse. But we get a lot of yellow on our trees here. But in this shoot specifically, I was like, all right, let's try and get some photos with red leaves and really look for that red. So that's what I was trying and attempting to do in this shoot. And as you guys have just saw, I was able to come away with some pretty good photos with those kind of red leaves and stuff going on. Yeah, it's just, for some reason, I just find it a little bit more, they're just more rare. The red color, I guess, of fall. It's a little bit more rare that you see those out in the field. So I was trying to focus on that, came away with some good ones, and overall that shoot was awesome. It was a lot of fun. And yeah, one of those shoots where I didn't really want to stop. I spent like 3 hours out there, 2 hours walking out, and yeah, once you start getting some really good photos and you're coming away with good stuff, you don't really want to quit. So just went as long as I could and came away with some bangers. So I hope you guys enjoyed. That was a lot of fun for me on a windy, cloudy day. Get out there. But perfect timing, mid-October, and hitting it strong. So that'll do it for me, man. Hope you guys enjoyed tagging along. Thank you for watching, of course. And we got more episodes coming. We're getting close to the final episodes here. So I've got 7 through 9 are in the bank. They're banked, ready to go. But yeah, I believe episode 9 is like kind of the final peak fall photos, I guess. So closing in on the end of peak fall here, guys. We're gonna be wrapping it up pretty soon. So that'll be kind of in the next few episodes, but we got still a few more to go. So working our way through. But again, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Thanks for tagging along. And that'll do it for me. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.